Looks like it's showing right. Okay. I think actually that actually worked. Amazing. YouTube never usually does that, but okay. Quick little reboot there, and I think I'm back from reboot. I'll close that window. Open that window. There we go. Okay. There we go. I think I'm back, and I think it's right. Yeah, I don't hear that thing. I don't really hear that hum that I near here. Let me just give me a moment to see if I can just crank that up. See if I can hear them on the YouTube side. There we go. I think I'm back, and I think it's right. Well, yeah, it's there. If I don't say anything, then yeah, it's still there, but it is low enough, so I think I can live with that. This means I should need to be talking more, right? Say something, right? Okay. So welcome to the stream. I have done some tweaking here. I've changed some mic equipment around. Some have people that tell me that I've got a little bit of a grounding buzz, and that comes from the microphone. I'm using a standard. Switched up to the to the Shure SM58, which is the one I use for the YouTube videos on the history of fan anime. And since that one works, then I'll go with that one, right? All right, so so I've been tweaking audio levels and swapping cables around and everything like that. So I hope you guys like the audio quality better. So it's a little bit sharper. This is a more full-bodied microphone. It's still a favorite microphone for a lot of voice people, and because it's got a really deep sound. Only problem is that, of course, it's a very unidirectional mic, meaning it points at me directly like this. Okay, so means my mouse has got to be a little bit closer to the mic, but that's I guess can speak up a little more, I suppose. Be more vocal. Be more intentional about what I'm actually trying to say. Okay, so that's okay. For all you people that have just joined, I'm both on the YouTube side and on the Twitch side. You have joined the King of Smut 95 is playing Langrisser, and so with a few audio changes here, hope the sound's gonna be a lot better. If you have any comments or whatever, any opinion, then let me know, and I'll see if I can make some more adjustments for that. Okay. Let's see. Quick little thing there. Let boot up, and yeah. So basically, yes. For all you people out there, how was your day? My day was kind of a strange day. I had to go into work really early, and I don't usually work on the weekends, but had a very, very special project. Don't you always love those things when you're at work? Special projects, why can't anybody else do it? And then, no, they need you only. So, okay, fine, I guess I can do that. Alright. Okay. So from the past level, yes, we have finally dealt with the dragons that were attacking the town full of little girls, and we managed to save them, so that was great. And now we've started on to the next level, where with the rise of the Langrisser sword, the evil has still cropping out everywhere, and no one knows why. And so this is where we have lots of little dragons and slimes and whatnot here. Now, I do believe I've actually started this level, so I'm just gonna, now that the opening's gone, I'm going to load, and I think it's stage 5. I hope. Right, okay. So, alright, so we have a big batch of sort of these spiders and that kind of stuff all sort of in one corner here. And we have another batch of slimes over here. Okay. And, oops. And we have another batch of bad guys all here. And right here. Now, obviously, these are all tunnels with the lava and everything else like that. And they're all sort of leading there. But, of course, there's only one way into this big, huge cave. And that is where all our troops are standing all right over here. Okay? So you can tell this is a really, really messy level. So, this is like, a big, horrific mess. So, this, will be quite interesting. Anyway. Again, so what we want to try to do is, try to, because since the slimes are first, right? We want to try to make a front or something right here, in this sort of open area maybe. So it's relatively easy to fight them. Maybe get to, like a couple of different sort of, angles against them. And then, as we need to, we can shift them back and then, heal them and whatnot. The guys who obviously want, we want to give experience points would be like this person here. Albert, we need him to get, 3 levels, and then he can go up to, High Lord, go up, do his level up. So let's start with him, and let's move him up to, let's say, the bottom corner here, and let's put his forces into defensive mode. See, now the other guy is right over here, Soon. He's lower level. He's a lord, and he's level 5, so he needs quite a bit of experience to actually get a level. But may as well start, or else not gonna get anywhere. We have Jessica's forces behind them. Oops, forgot. Don't forget to change his status. Keep him in guard mode. Let's move Jessica forward. Now there's so many troops here. It's really kind of confusing who's who, but we'll try to get them as close as we can. So let's maybe move this one out of the way. Let's move him back. Maybe over here. And then I'll move Jessica forward. Try to get her into the front line. Again, put her troops into defensive mode, but chances are you're not going to get anywhere close anyway. Let's see. Layden is way over here. So again, I'm going to try to move him up. But the problem is, again, he's got lots of troops, sort of. So maybe I'll maybe put him in the corner for now. Let's move this guy out of the way. And let's pull Layden forward. As far forward as we can get him. Oh. Can I pull that back? Go. See, where is he? Oh, he doesn't have enough room to go there. He has to go to here. But he can't make it to that hex. He can only make it to this hex. Okay. So. And then, of course, Chris is way in the back here. So let's see if we can move her up. She needs to go maybe right here. So basically, I'm just highlighting it to find out where they, where they can actually reach because of their movement phase, and then try to move them as far forward as possible. Keep these guys in defensive mode, and I think we should be good. They'll fill out and map themselves into this section right here. Okay. All right. So yeah, this is a pretty good weekend already. Well, it's raining as hell, of course. We've got lots and lots of rain here in Vancouver. But nothing as bad as, let's say, the poor people in like Philadelphia or Florida and that kind of stuff. We're getting like hurricane, dumpings of rain and and whatnot. So definitely, we don't have that much rain. Thank God we don't. But yeah, heart goes out to you if you are one of those. Okay. So we got some of these guys that set and they're filling out the front line. Now there's lots and lots of enemy forces that gotta keep moving here. So while they do that, I can quickly switch the camera over, give you something else to watch here. Webcam on. Okay. And oops. I'm just gonna switch that one there. So that other monitor moves. Okay. So doing the quick maintenance on the thing. The gym's already blue. Looks like somebody turned it blue when they were doing the last raid on it. This guy's stuff is full, so let's go to his inventory here. He's got 46 Pokeballs. Okay, well, let's throw all those away. We don't need any of those guys. And 14 Great Balls. Well, we don't need those either, so let's throw those away. And hold on to the... Heck, even with 400 Ultra Balls, I could probably throw some of those away too, but it's okay. We'll leave that. Alright, let's spin that up there. Oh. That's one of these bugs with this thing. Sometimes it loses track of where you are. Says you're too far away. But there you go. Alright. Let's go back to the main screen and see what's happening here. Alright. Okay, so lots of so some of them are advancing forward towards you. Some of them are just basically holding their positions. That's fine because we have enough guys coming at us. I don't need to have more of them coming because they're just gonna get all piled up, and then we'll have a huge gridlock of stuff. It's just even ourselves trying to move into this position. We're got a huge amount of gridlock here. So I'm just gonna go to the game save state. I'm gonna put myself in save game 6 here. And let's see what we can do here. Let's see. So our slimes are kind of working their way around there. So let's see if I can maybe get Albert on to this side over here. And let's try a set of archers on this side and see how it's other there. They do a little bit of damage, but not much. And everyone's too high to crouch. I might be able to use Jessica. Throw attack on him, and maybe he can do a little more damage. Albert. Okay, buddy. See what you can do. Oops. He's not even in range. Is he in range? He's not in range. This guy. Yes, he's in range. Oh yeah, so 2 of them could probably take one of those guys out. We need basically 2 guys to attack. So, that's good to know. Well, some of them anyway. Who is that one? Oh, that's Albert. Is he not in range? Oh, whoops. Yeah, this guy's in range. This guy's not in range. That's why I couldn't kill him or do anything with him. So, alright, no big deal. Live and learn. Let's move over here, Albert. And Jessica already moved. I need to move Layden. Let's see if I can get him up here and move this guy out of the way. He's standing in the way. Move Layden up front. And there's Chris. She's all the way back here. She can walk all the way to here. Alright. That seems to be everyone. So a big massive amount of troops running everywhere. They're a big headache to keep track of, I guess. Oh, okay, there you go. So yes, so September is well, about halfway through, and the weather is definitely changing. I don't, I would sense that we are now pretty much at the end of summer. Did everyone do all the things that they need to do for summer? Yeah, well, you can tell when you go to like a retail type environment. They've got all the Halloween stuff out, and then usually what happens is shortly after Halloween, it's it's almost swing right into Christmas, right? And if they haven't even some people just skip over Halloween, just go right to Christmas altogether, right? Especially if you're like Costco, you're already in that mode already. So it's just let's just bypass everything. Halloween's just a side thing, and Thanksgiving, whatever. Just they're just doing that just to sell stuff, and then of course the big money makers is Christmas time. So. All right. So they're starting to attack me. That's okay. As long as I have my attack on, I should be alright. I can actually do some damage. Okay, so those guys aren't advancing forward, so it's fine. So, much like the previous level, gotta keep Jessica up there. Maybe get let's get my other guy up there later. I don't know if he has attack. He might. So, who knows? So you're wondering if I'm snacking. I got a really good deal on London drugs today. They had a really good deal on these Danby cashews. They usually sell in a pretty big can for like that, and they're like $2 a can. So I was like, unusual, because they said nuts are always very good for me. But the problem is that they always put too much salt on these things. So I gotta watch my salt intake. Well, all right. Okay, buddies, what are you doing here? Okay, so these guys advance forward. I can probably take this guy out, and I can probably start taking this one in the corner out. It's a 2-on-1 sort of situation here. So let's see if I can use Chris here, or Jessica here. Let's do attack. Let's see. Where's a unit from Albert? Not Soons. No Soons. Albert, here you go. Okay, so first thing we'll do is we will dispatch this guy right here. Get rid of him. There's this guy in the corner, but I don't think I'm in. Yeah, see, I'm not in range of that guy. But I can make myself in range if I move over here. And then, I can make it. I should have moved actually one more hex over here. Oh well. Let's move over here. What we'll do is I'll attack with this guy to weaken him down, and I'll let Soon do to finish him off. I'll use Soon himself. I have a feeling I don't trust his troops to do the job. Move that guy out of the way. Yeah, okay. So you get the experience for that one. Now this hex right there. 2 guys can attack that one, so let's attack him with this 10 unit first. Sit beside him first. So 3. Let's use the other 10 unit over here to attack from the top. And boom, got it. Okay. So this guy here, this guy now has a 2 attack on him. Let's see, can I hit him with 2? Yeah, well maybe. Have to hit him with this guy. Can I hit him? Yes, I can. 2, and then I can hit him with this one, and that should knock him down. There we go. He's level 9. Alright, so we're getting there. We're getting there. Let's get Chris over. She can make it to this hex here. Layden can make it to this hex here. And Jessica is already used up her move phase, so we're gonna wait for those guys. Right, good. So, I'm getting there. There seems to be a big chest here. What could be in the chest? Okay. Well, we'll have to find out once we get there. Just throw something on the chat line there, make sure that works. Good. YouTube side seems to be on. That's all that matters. Yes, dash check on Max. Alright, good. There we go. So on Sunday, usually it's the day of, usually relaxation and that kind of stuff. Well, actually, no, it's actually a day of doing like things like grocery shopping and all this other stuff. But today, I think I spending a lot of time relaxing and finding things. Spent a little time actually when I was going through archives, just doing some tidying up and that kind of stuff. And I always love going into archives because you never know what kind of weird stuff you pull out. You get that sometimes, when you go through all your cables and that kind of stuff, and because I'm looking for sort of like certain types of audio cables, mic cables and that kind of stuff, and go through and you start pulling stuff out, and one of the boxes I pulled out was like a huge box of mouse and keyboard cables, okay. And so a lot of people are going, oh, okay, mouse and keyboard. You always need a couple of those type of things. But I'm looking at these things going, wait a minute. These are old PS2 mouse connector, like mouse and keyboard connector cables. Okay, so there's a double-ended ones and extension ones. They're usually designed for like KVMs and stuff like that. And I'm going, wow, I've got like an entire box of these things. I mean, there must be like 10, 15 like male to male type, and then there's like probably another 10 or so like extension cables and that kind of stuff. I'm going, nobody uses PS2 type connectors anymore. Like, I mean, that's like, unless you got some really really old situation, you probably don't need it, right? Anyway, what is happening here? Hiruna, hi. Nanda to da, or the dragoon no suda. Okay, so yes, what are these dragon guys? There's so many. Okay, so. And that is exactly right. So they're slowly coming out, but just as much as we're building a big, huge backlog of random craft beer, the enemy is having the exact same problem. Exactly the same problem. So let's see if we can find a way to deal with it. So we're not in a good situation here because we've got we're down to like a 1 hex attack section, which is right here. So I can only make 1 attack this way or 1 attack this way. It's not very ideal here. I have to let them come forward, so I can actually hit them. So let's back Albert up to this position right over here. Yeah, because I don't believe. Okay, hold it. Where's my helper? Okay, so let's move this guy away. Why don't I move you right over here? Move you over here for a sec. Okay. Does Layden have attack? Layden does not have attack. Okay. Well, it's not like he can get past all like this crap anyway. So, let's move this guy out of the way. I need to move Jessica up. So let's see. She can go as far as this griffin right here. Let's move this griffin out of the way and move her up. So I can't move and then cast a spell. So I'll have to run one, then do the other one, right? That's the only way you can do it. Okay, consume him. No, only from that one hex. Alright, let's try it. Down here. Up, he's not quite strong enough to take him. Nice step, anyway. Okay, so Layden, let's move forward a bit. Let's move in the corner. And in here, buried in here is Chris. So let's move Chris into, let's do this hex over here. Even though it's probably one of those healing hexes. That's one of the healing hexes. Who does this belong to? This belongs to Albert. Albert's standing right here. So let's move this guy out of the way. Take the damage unit and stand inside Albert, and he will heal. And there you go. Oops. So yeah, going back to my story, we've all been in that situation where you're going through your old closet full of stuff, or in my case, lots of archives, that kind of stuff, and you find things like I said, in my case, I've found a whole bunch of audio video connectors, which are always audio connectors are always good. But as I said, I found a whole bunch of mouse and keyboard connectors, but as I said, they're not like USB mouse keyboard connectors. These are like old PS 2 type connectors, and they had the mini one, which was like like a MIDI connector. Got like tons of those things, probably like 10-15 of those extra cables and that kind of stuff. And then also in digging up, I found like a small box of wired telephone cables, so 6 connector cat 3 telephone connectors, and going, who in the hell uses a wired telephone anymore? So I'm going, okay, I'll keep one, I'll keep extension or that stuff, but for the most part, yeah, everything going into like recycle. I mean, geez, like who in the heck uses like that wired telephone equipment anymore? So it's like, okay, so those are all going, and then it's same thing with the PS2, PS2 connectors going. I've got an old KVM that uses it, so I'll keep a handful of cables for that. But other than that, really nobody has a usage for PS connectors, especially the ones that use like 5-pin DINs. I was like, I had a whole pile of round 5-pin DIN connectors to like PS2 connectors, and it's like, again, no one uses that. So it's like, So this is one of those things you kind of dig up in the uniform, and it's like, oh yeah, this sounds this is probably useful, and then you think about it for a moment, going, no, this is not useful. You're never ever going to use this. Well, I should say never ever, because because I'm bringing all these retro equipment out, and never know what I'm actually gonna use. Which brings me to my next point, and my next episode's coming up. Is one of the things I managed to find while I was going through archives is I actually found the box that contained all my old subtitling equipment. So the old all you new millennials and that kind of stuff, you're used to doing all your video editing and things like subtitling and that kind of stuff. They're all done digitally, right? But I said, back in the day before, let's say Windows 95, that kind of idea, you couldn't do that, right? Because the files are too big. The computers didn't have enough memory online that you could actually, load the video all into the computer. Hard drives are too small. And data speed, of course, of the internet was way too slow. You couldn't transfer episodes and that kind of stuff. So, so I managed to find the whole box full of subtitling equipment and cards and that kind of stuff. And so I'm gonna have to get ready to do an episode of that kind of stuff. But yeah, it's really kind of really a treat. Let's see. Rorudo, hey, welcome back to the stream. Hey, nice to see you in there. Yeah. And Chad, goddamn, that brings me back. Yes, classic days. In the days of Animation and I, where we're in the back room and they had this, computer all set up. For all those people who don't know, when I ran my anime store, I always had an area where where the subtitling computer and setup was set up, so that if you wanted to make or do fan subbing and that kind of stuff, or use the equipment to do edits and that kind of like do for example make an AMV or a music video, then that equipment was available for people to do that, right? So yeah, that was especially for our meetings, that kind of stuff, we had a good time putting that stuff together, and that was like it was really fun, definitely. I'll finish this round and then I'll give you guys a drill. I'll pull it out to see what to show you, actually, instead of me just telling you what I did. Why don't I just bring it out and I'll just show you sneak clips, as it were, because as I said, it's been so many years, so many years. Yeah, you could have a lot of fun with that. So let's program my next move, and then we'll go and do that next week. Because I said, there's so much stuff going on here. The computer takes a long time to move all these troops around. Okay, so let's work with that. Okay, let's use Soon here. And okay, can we attack from the top? No, we can't attack from the top. But I need this hex right here, because I can't use that one there. So let's Soon here. Let's just kill that guy, and then I can go right on top here. So let's hold that hex with one of his troops. Where's one of his troops here? Chris. Wow, there's so much stuff here. Albert. Soon. Okay. Oh no, that's a damaged troop. So it's Albert. Get you. Holy smokes. I am at a point where I can't even move this guy to sit beside this guy because there's so much stuff here. Okay. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put Layden to manual mode. I'm going to take these griffins and go back up the passage with them, because they currently are the fastest thing I have, but at this present moment I'm stuck on the bottleneck. They're actually in my way. So let's move a couple of these guys back here, so I can move. I'm gonna put you back here. Okay, let's just keep those guys back there for now. Alright. So this guy needs to get healed, so that's Albert. So we can move over here. I'm also going to set Albert into manual mode. And the reason I have to do this is because there's so much stuff, so many troops and units all over the place here. If I keep them in that mode, they're going to keep filling all the holes up, and I can't move troops around easily enough. So put his weak unit there. I still have to hold that hex, so I'm going to put Lade in there to hold that hex. And yeah, so then that means next turn I get rid of that guy. Let's move Chris forward. And where's Jessica? Move her forward. Yeah. you'll see sometimes it's it's why bother even bringing all the troops? You could have just probably just bought the 4 commanders and just walk in there and start beating them up. All right, and that turn. All right. Okay, got a private user, so I guess somebody doesn't want to reveal her name. Is that you, Nancy? Yeah, dude, you rock. Okay, well, thank you. Okay, so while I'm waiting for that thing to do, I will go and grab that box, and then you can kind of have you can have the "what's in the box" sort of a moment, okay? Okay. So, in the box, which is adequately labeled as the subtitling equipment box. Thank God I labeled these things, man. Because they'll probably never ever. Yeah. Man, this level is going to be long. Yes. I was reading Daisuke's note. Apparently, when he was doing it, he was trying to milk this level for all the the experience points to give it to Chris and Jessica and that kind of stuff. And he apparently got the level up to he got the number of turns. He got up to turn 76. So he really he he really pulled it all the way up. So okay, I'm gonna do my move into that. So yeah, so this might take a few episodes to stream this up, but that's okay. We have other things that we can show you to occupy. So let me put my moves in, and then we'll go to the next one here. Okay, so we will use soon here. He is at level 9 now. Okay, oh, sorry, he's at level 6, so he gained a level. So let's take him 3. Lovely. See, he's not strong enough to kill these guys on one shot, so I'll have to kill him next turn. And I can't use that guy to kill this guy until I get enough room. See, once I get in here, then I can start spreading out, so that's okay. But right now we're at this silly bottleneck here, and I can't get by it. This slime is down to 1, but he can't get healed because he's not in this hex right here. So you can see even the enemy is having problems healing their troops and stuff. Jessica, you can move 1 more hex forward. I might need to see. Then you guys all move forward there. Tie me up here, so I gotta back this unit up here. I need this hex right here. No, I need this hex right here. Move you back here. I need this hex right here. Keep the commanders in there. And good. Alright. Alright, so we'll put the move in. Alright. So yeah. Chad writes soundproof walls. You're right. For all you who don't know, I did an episode of my second location of the Anime Janai, because now the city's actually making renovations to it. But the my second store used to be a radio station, so it actually had 4 soundproofed rooms in it. With the glass window and that kind of stuff, so you can look in and watch the the DJ or whatever, or the the radio guy, and do that kind of stuff. So it was really good for when we did subtitling and that stuff, because you can turn the sound up, and you can you weren't bothered by the operations of the store, or the video game playing and all that other stuff, or other distractions. You had a nice, silent, quiet room to do all your editing and that kind of stuff. So that was really, really cool. Anyway, so while we're waiting for the level to do, so I pulled up the old subtitling thing, and for a lot of people who don't know, the concept is that is that computers at this time, so we're talking pre-Windows type of setup. You couldn't do all the same things that you do now with videos. Like, there's no kind of, well, we'll just load the video in using Adobe Premiere or iMovie or something, and I was going and pull up the subtitles or your text editor and go, okay, I want to right at this point here, I want to have it write the words "Hey you," or something on it, and then put that on the screen, position it where you want it, drop it, and all this kind of stuff. You can't do that because, again, the computers weren't fast enough. We're talking like pre even before Pentium 1 single core computers, right? So you just couldn't do that. And we're talking about we're talking like 5 megabyte and 10 megabyte hard drives. Okay, so we're not even talking like 1 gig on a hard drive, and we're having problems even coming up to 5 or 10 megabytes, and we're thinking, okay, all right, so there's no way to hold all the video data on that, so we had to use specialized pieces of hardware that would do all the stuff in it, and then basically take it, feed it, and take it, do the processing on it, and then feed it back out again, so that input and output can be dealt with by another device. So basically no physical part of the video is actually stored in the computer. It's just in real time, live. You're taking this video, you're doing something, editing, doing some kind of thing to it, like the card is going to do something to it, and then feed it back out. So, wow. Okay. So, this is the big monster right here, okay? Called a True Vision New Vista subtitling card, or like it's an overlay card. Okay, this is what I use for all the various different subtitling and that kind of stuff. Okay, and so this big, massive, it's a full length, it's a full length interface card, which is designed to fit into like a Quadra style, or centrist type Mac. Okay, and basically, the two little connectors onto it here are, you can see on the end there, that's all you have to work with. It's basically two 9-pin sort of serial type connectors, going in and out of the unit. That's it. There's no facilities for that. There's not even like a USB or anything, because again, USB wasn't a standard at this time, right? So basically, yeah, so it's the double card, and basically all the processing and that kind of stuff that needs to be done has to be done on this one card. Okay, so that just sort of gives you kind of an idea, right? Now, this card, okay, can fit on multiple different types of Macs and that kind of stuff. The interface that I've got it stuck on, okay, right now, is what they refer to as on the Mac, is what they refer to as a new bus connector. Okay, because at the time, things like the Mac Quadra and the Mac Centrist, were flat type computers, so the interface card, in this case, couldn't sit up and down like this. It has to sit at a right angle like this. So this interface card allows me to fit it at an angle. So basically, yeah. So that's one of the, sort of one of the key old classic things that I managed to find out. So, but I will make an episode specifically that. I don't want to, tell you too much and bore you with all the stats and that kind of stuff while we're doing the stream here. So, just as something that to pass a little bit of time, of course, then we can do that. Okay, so let's put my next set of moves in, and then we'll continue. All right, so looks like this guy tried to attack me and almost got himself killed. That's that's always not a very good sign. Soon his attacker right below him, so let's try to take him out this turn. Yeah, I notice he's got his defense up, so who knows, might not be able to kill him this turn. No, I can't kill him this turn because his defense is up. Ah. And I can't move anybody else forward. Okay, wait. Jessica can kill somebody if she uses Magic Arrow. I think she can kill this guy. Nope, she's not in range. Magic Arrow, Sleep, Sonic, Attack, Zone. Magic Arrow is her only major attack spell. So can Chris do anything? I don't think she can do anything. Oops. Nope, she can't do anything. No, heal and shield. I know Layden can, but he doesn't need experience points. So again, nothing can be done this turn. Okay, so that's one of the things that are on there. Okay. Okay. Now, so that's a Mac version of the True Vision card. Okay. I also have other when I was doing that because I had multiple stations. Right, I had one at home and one in the store. I had another station set up on a PC. Okay, and it wasn't even really the station on the PC per se the word, but here is the card. The card designed for a PC. So you can just see this is like a massively long card. So this is totally a full length card. And the interface again is the old, I guess even before PCI was sort of the big standard. This is like one of the old AT style interfaces on this card. So it's like really old, and yeah. So this is like a True Vision card. And this is what again. Here's the inputs on it. You can see, pretty basic. Video in, video out. VGA in, a special DIN connector for the special function connector. But that was it. Right? There's no amount of large amounts of memory on this thing. As a VGA card, it's only a 512K card. So I'm sure a lot of you, gamers and that stuff are like, oh yeah, I've got, 8 gigs online or whatever, or huge acceleration and that kind of stuff. No, this is like half, what was it, like half a meg. Okay, so 512K of video memory on this thing. Okay, it only has VGA resolution, so 640 by 480. That's the maximum resolution of this card, and yet this card at the time cost me a little bit over $1,000. Okay, for this interface card. So that gives you a real indication of how old and ancient this thing is. But it did one very specific function, and that's what it is. Senpai noticed me. So it is you, Nancy. Thank you. All right. Okay, so all right. So where am I here? Okay. Oh man, really wanted those stats. Warudo, yes. Yeah, so you're probably looking at the different characters that I have here. Just to point that out, so basically, Layden, the main character, I've got him leveled up to his fourth and hidden class change. So he is now sitting at attack 44 and defense 32. He's also carrying the sword of Langrisser, so that's that helps. um, the other main character I've done up. Okay, I'm not carrying Narm with me, but yeah, she's the other one that I've got leveled up. And the only other one here is this guy here, Albert. He's only a lord right now, but he's carrying the devil axe, so that's that's a +8 -2 thing. So that's why he's got attack 34 and defense 22. So okay, so we now don't have heal on or the defense on, so hopefully soon can do enough damage to kill this guy. Come on, there you go. Perfect. So now he's gone. Can we get around him? No, see, we can't move around him with that. We have to allow him to advance. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to move this guy now out of the way. This is one of these sort of tricks you have to do. Sometimes it's better not to advance forward, but actually to let the enemy advance forward instead. Okay? And what I mean by that is that, you see, the only free hex is this hex here. Okay? So either this guy's going to move to this hex here, or he's going to move one of these guys here up to here. So probably he's going to take this 10 unit and move the 10 unit up to here. If he does that, that's fine. I can kill it, and then he can move next over and then kill it. Or if I'm hoping that he won't take this one and move it over here, that would be bad. But so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my I want to take this guy, move him out of the way. Let's see. Okay. Wow, big traffic jam here. Okay, let's take this guy, back him up. This is like sort of when you're going down a highway or whatever, and it's bumper to bumper or gridlock traffic, and then you go. And then of course an accident happens or something, right? And then so the emergency services have to get to the site where the accident is, and it's like, and of course it's all plugged up with cars, so it's like, okay, you pull over the side, and and then you over here, you move over, and let the ambulance through, let the tow truck through or whatever, and then you can do stuff. So I'm gonna move him over here, just so that he's out of the way. And then now there's this hex open and this hex open, and then hopefully from there we can either kill this guy or kill this guy. All right, let's continue moving here. Okay, let's dig into this massive pile of stuff. There's random papers and stuff. Okay, so the other little key piece of equipment is that a lot of the equipment, especially for the one that I have on the Mac, not all the connectors, or not enough connectors, are the right ones, because again, it's only a 9-pin connector on there. So what the heck do you do? Like, you have a video in and audio in where you're supposed to plug it in, right? There's no plug-in. So they made another device, okay, for the Mac, for that particular version, okay. It's this thing right here. It's a True Vision Video I/O box, okay, And basically this box basically allows you to convert all the different types of things to fit on the unit, right? So basically it's video, or it breaks the video into composite or component type video, and basically converts it to what the format it needs. It feeds that input into the video card, and then basically back out the other way. So this is sort of like the big main conversion unit. And so I even with the special since these ones are all BNC connectors, which are usually used on a lot of professional VCRs and that kind of stuff, I had to convert them over to standard RCA connectors, which are used for standard audio video over here, and then of course the multiple inputs are right over here for that kind of unit. So yeah, it's gonna be pretty exciting if I actually get this thing rehooked back up. This is really a big difference. Okay, yeah. Again, that gives you sort of a little bit of foreshadowing of what some of the my next couple episodes are going to be about. All right. So let's see what happened over here. Now, who would help with? Who is this? Oh, it's Jessica's. Oh, jeez. I thought that. There is a boo boo. I forgot I had Jessica still on in defensive mode, so she moved one of her guys there. That's okay. So I'm gonna change her off of defensive mode, and I'm gonna kick this guy out of there. Okay. Of course, it's gonna be hard because everybody's all still clogged up. So let's just move this guy out of the way. Give me that guy here. Get him out of the way. All right. Okay, so let's instead of using soon for the thing, let's try somebody else for the kill. Unfortunately, they moved this guy all the way back here, which is not useful. And the defense is now back up again. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna move this guy out of the way. I'm gonna see if I can try to get see if Albert can do the kill instead. Let's just move. Let's move him out of the way over here. Let's use Albert to do the kill. Oh yeah. Okay, so he is strong enough to do that. Okay, so again, I'm going to leave these two hexes open. Hopefully he'll move this guy to at least either this hex or this hex. Well, for the healing, right? So, I'll leave that open. So, let's see if that works. See if we trick him into that. So, as I said, yeah, so basically I'm going to, now that I've managed to pull this all stuff, I'm going to, I've already got my, one of the old classic Macs already up and running. And so I'm going to see if I can get this thing rehooked back up again and basically, make an episode and show you how we had to do the old-fashioned subtitling, how we had to do it in like real time and that kind of stuff, and basically, make it a different sort of thing of how we actually had to edit and put these things together, because it's a different kind of experience, right? So, I can see that they moved an ant in there, which wasn't the way I wanted. I wanted them to put the other guy in there, but I guess he didn't. Those guys. Ah. So yeah, so I've already posted the new episode onto the History of Fan Anime. I'd just posted that one up, so that has all the various PC Engine games and that kind of stuff I did from the last stream. And right now, I'm now clipping together the next episode, which is the give you a sneak preview of it is the unboxing of the Cream Lemon Laserdisc box set. Okay. Now, if you're at work, I would not recommend you Googling the word or Googling what a Cream Lemon LD box set is. It's It's one of those things, okay? So don't do it. Wait until you get home. Wait until you turn private browsing on. How's that? There you go. Okay. But yeah, so definitely that's gonna be a fun one to do. All right, so it looks like these managed to do a bunch of damage on Albert here, so it's probably not a good thing to. Yeah, so maybe I'll just move him out of the way. Let him do some healing. Let's move soon up forward, and let's. Okay, hold it. Maybe let's not move soon forward. This guy only has 1 hit point. I should be able to kill him with something. As tempting as it is to just rush in there with somebody and just bash him with something. Yeah, sure. Why not? Okay, Chris, can you take somebody? One of these guys. Chris. There's Chris. Okay. Oh, thank you. Was that the boss? No, it can't have been the boss. Well, it was too. Oh, but you know those guys, I think they killed so many guys. Alright, that's not what I wanted to happen, because I think everybody, yeah, was killing themselves on Maiden. You know, so you know they're going to move Maiden back. And move Chris's forces forward. There, okay. And since it is weak, let's cast a heal spell. Keep everybody boosted up, you know what I mean? Okay. Perfect. Okay. So, yeah, so in preparation of this thing, again, I'm going to, try to keep the episodes running. Scheduled release is going to be Friday again, and it's going to be a kind of a short week. I mean, they're hopefully going to give me a day off tomorrow, so see what happens. Okay, moving forward. Okay. Don't block that hex. Let me move the one up forward. That'll give me a chance to knock that guy out. Oh, we put the boss there. That's annoying. Because now I have no choice. I have to kill the boss. Yeah, I have to kill the boss slime. Get him out of the way. Yeah. Not that I want to do that. That's not my plan, but I may have to do that. Because I can't get to this guy here now. Because this guy put this guy here. No, you're right. I mean, I could theoretically pull back and let them move forward, but so much pain. What a pain. What a pain. In theory, I could build a new wall. That might be the idea. Form a 4-hex wall right here. That would allow them to move in. And then I can selectively destroy them. Yeah. Hard to do though. Okay. But that's probably more an efficient thing to do with all these units coming in play. Because there's a lot of them coming in play. And even if I did get rid of these guys, I still couldn't get past this bottleneck of like 2 hexes right here. So let's try it. Let's try it. Let's see if I can do it. Come. Let's move these guys back. Let's put Laden back here. Let's move these guys back here. So I'm gonna just take a few of these guys, fling them back into back lines here, because we really don't need these guys up front here. Because A, they're not serving as a purpose other than, well, clogging up the lanes essentially. Let's move this guy over here. Let's put him right here. I'm gonna put Jessica. She doesn't have to be on the front line. Let's put her in the one her back line here. So let's move her here. Let's build a line here. Albert needs to be brought to safety. Still not range here, so it's too far to move back here. Too many guys. Okay, so let's move this guy back here. And move Albert back here. Let's take this guy, move forward. Okay, so you can see here, all I've done is I've created a passageway for them to come in. Move these guys back. I'll start moving those guys back as I can make the space for them here. I got one more guy to move. Let's move one of these guys. 2 over here. I need to take this one extra guy here and locate him back here. Okay. Let's let those guys come in. Perfect. Alright, so it is approaching 11 o'clock, so basically if you're on the Langrisser file, you're probably in the middle of doing your dailies. Haven't done my dailies yet. I did pretty well though. I mean, managed to get you know, I'm at that threshold point, like level 55, where you're sort of you're not strong enough to get some of the level stuff done, but you are strong enough to get one tier lower. Okay, so it's just a matter of trying to figure out how to get that extra little bit. You know, just you know, I'm on the right track to get all the stuff I need. I just need to boost myself up a little bit more. But you know, I'm still pretty new at the game, so relatively. I've been at it, playing at it for 6 months, but I've gotten, you know, I've gotten up to level 60, and I'm just now just gonna get my characters the same sort of way. But at least I've, you know, for the most part, have fully trained and you know, mastered all the various, you know, the necessary levels for all the main characters, all my SSRs I've done. So now I can start working on the, you know, backup characters and the guys that are not so important. Okay, so the guys that move forward like I expected them to do. They are, you know, trying to attack me and that kind of stuff, which is great. But now they've opened up themselves to all this other cool goodness that I need. Okay. So let's heal Albert up first. And then let's figure out who needs to be on the front line. So this guy is a monster, and he's right beside Albert. So let's get rid of this guy to this point here. And then if we do that, he can heal himself. So let's move this. Move this guy out of the way. I'm gonna move this guy from over back here. Let's move this guy. Yeah, move Jessica's. Anyway, let's not use Jessica. I don't know who that Albert here. Soon. Albert. Right. Okay, he's down to 4. This assumes. Okay. Well, Soon's guy is okay. Chris's guy's right here. So this is Soon's guy. So let's move him up here. Chris's guy is down here. Let's move him down here and let's attack this guy. How close are they? They're pretty much even Steven. Okay, so Chris needs to heal that guy. So let's fly this guy back up here. Chris. Is that Chris? Yes, that's Chris's. So let's take this guy and move him over here. Let's take this injured horse here and move him back over here. Alright, so let's see if you can do the kill. No. Useless. You are useless! You jerk. Okay, let's see if I can find somebody else we can do it with. Can I use this guy? This is Jessica's. Yeah, guy's in range. Okay, so let's take Jessica's guy. Take him over here. Take over this guy. Can you take it? No, he can't. Ah, jerk. Alright. Heal 1. Finish the attacks and heal you guys up. Ready for the next guy. Ready for action! My YouTube says deal. It's more like I can't see what I'm doing actually. There. Perfect. All right. So when you're starting working on something like Langrisser or whatnot, and you're doing your levels and that kind of stuff, pay attention to all the various different promos, because I know that according to the theoretical release dates and that kind of stuff, the new crossover for Langrisser is coming out, which is going to be mixing Sakura Wars characters and that kind of stuff into the Langrisser game. Now that might be really interesting, because Sakura Wars was a pretty cool anime. A little bit of that kind of steampunkish sort of thing in a Japanese sort of thing. So that was kind of different. Okay, so Soon's archers. Let's see if we can take this guy out. Good. More archers. This is Jessica's archers. Let's take them and just move them out of the way. Let's find somebody else's here. Like, who's this guy? Jessica's. Okay, yeah, we'll use Jessica's over here. Can't quite do the kill. Alright. Let's see. Chris is standing right here. Let's see if we can get this guy killed. Good. Who's this guy? This is Albert's. Alright. See if Albert can get the kill here. Good. The slime is the slime is exposed. Okay, let's grab another one of Chris's horses here. See if we can pound him. Yes. Okay, so now I can fully kill and take off the slime. Take out that slime guy. And I can also take this guy out if I have any spare units left. Let's see. Albert. He's level 8. Let's see if this will make him level 9. Hold it for a second. Is he in range? No, he's not in range. He is soon in range. Oh, he's just missing this hex. I'm going to try to attack him with this hex, but I don't think I can do it because he's out of range too. So I'm going to have to let that guy live. Because I don't think by stretching a guy out of range, I'm going to be able to do enough damage. Because those guys are pretty strong. For the most part. Okay, don't need to heal or anything like that, so I'm going to rest. So that way, get my magic, I can get my magic points back, and it's always good to have more magic points. You can't have enough of not have enough magic points for sure, especially in this game. Very, very important. Those breath weapons are starting to arrive. That's nasty. Okay, good. The slime moved closer. That's what I want. Alright. Looks like those guys are starting to advance. That's good. Come to me! Don't make me come to you, right? I'm too lazy to walk, right? Just come over here and I'll kick your ass, right? Okay, no. My iPad's running out of power, so I can't actually see what's on the YouTube side right now. Let me quickly recalibrate the other iPad to take care of it. Well, I think it might be too old, might not actually. Well, that's not very useful. I won't do anything with that then. Okay, so let's see what's happening here. Alright, so this guy is now up here. He's the final guy on that row. So I can attack 20, defense 28. So he got a high defense value, but not a high attack value. Well, I can take him out pretty easily. I'm not really worried about experience points. I can take out pretty easily. So maybe that's what I will do. I will move him out of the way. So okay, let's move him out of the way for now. See if soon attack 30. He said it fits 20, so he's gonna do damage, but not a lot of damage. He's got 34 and he got 20, so he can do some damage. I think it's he got 30. But his defense is 28. So yeah, even these guys here with the 28 defense, he's only like 8 points higher than he actually is. So maybe what I'll do is I'll just get Layden to just take care of him, so he's not like a pain. Now, soon Yes, right. We came into this problem that no one's in range in this corner to do anything. So we have to take this guy from here. Where's Jessica standing? She's standing over here. Let's move that person out of the way. Jessica. Right. Alright, Jessica. Do it. Come on, kill him. Oh! Useless. 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 Okay. What do we want Jessica to use? Or maybe it's Chris. Maybe it's Chris. Where's Chris? Do something crazy. Can I hit him up here? Alright. Die! Alright. So Chris gets the experience points back. That's good. See, she needs to. She's at level 9, so she just needs just a few more, and she will gain a level. So let's see if I can hurry up and give her the extra experience when she needs to get that level. So these guys aren't touched yet. So let's quickly try to reinforce up and make a front line. This is what it is, Albert's. Okay. See, it doesn't help the fact that they threw that fireball at us, so that's why it's everyone's sort of a little bit kind of limping around. They go, gee, you know, we took that hit, and lots of guys injured. So I think what for Chris, what I should do is I should cast the heal one and heal the fans around us here. Bing! There we go. And I will hold on. Yeah, I'll hold on and let those guys come forward. Okay, there we go. So there you go. Okay. All right. So I'm looking at the stream monitor here. Okay, I'm up to 1 hour and 23 minutes. We are at 11:30 Pacific Standard Time. Broadcasting to you 24 hours a day in stereo. It's your nation's music station. Okay. Let's see, Warudo, hey. Okay, I'm back. I had some computer problems earlier, so I missed a lot of stream. That's okay. I mean, you know, that is why they have the archives, so you can go back. Ouch. My foot hurts today because I actually kicked, when I was cleaning up, I kicked the side of a board. And it's like, big bruise on my toes. My feet are already bad enough as it is, so I didn't need another extra bruise on my toes. Yeah, so they do have archives, so definitely you can you know, go check back in the archives, especially when I pulled out some of that old classic subtitling equipment, so that you know, gives you guys a sneak peek of you know, what I'm going to be working on for probably no again. I could probably get ready for this week, but I'll probably get it for next week. I do have an extra day off this week, but I might have to bank some days off because my wife has to go to a wedding. That's always lots of fun. Has anyone ever gone to a wedding out, you know, like not locally in North America, for example? It's a different experience. I can definitely say. But yeah, my wife has to go back to China to go to a wedding, so that means I'm stuck here, which is okay, I guess. Maybe we can do some cool stuff like maybe start the stream early, eh? You know. Do some cool stuff earlier in the day. Run a maybe run a earlier and longer stream, so, or break the stream up into like you know, bits or something like that. So they can be you know, distributed in blocks, because you know, when they get a little bit too long, it's really hard to find certain things or you know, locate certain content. So if I keep it in small bits, then that makes it a lot easier, right? So yeah, definitely work a lot with that. Okay. So let's put my move in for this turn, and let's see what we can do here. Okay, so we've got the boss here of the ants, and there is a big squad of. I got like 4 ants left to kill of this thing, so I don't want to kill this guy right away. Whose horse is this? This is Chris's. So let's push him back where Chris is, so that they can get healed. Let's move that guy back up there. All right, Chris, take you back and you get you healed. This guy is not useful where he is, so let's leave him alone. Okay, so let's got one little ant guy here. We'll probably have to we'll have to double team him to make sure he's died. So let's see. Let's use Jessica's force. Is he in range? Yes, he is in range. So let's use Jessica's thing to knock him down. Okay, and then we'll use Chris's horse here. I think that's what it is. Yes, it's Chris's horse. Let's do the kill of that guy. Come on. Thank you. Chris is level 9. She's almost got the level. Gotta work a little bit harder here. I think I can do it. Maybe I can get rid of this guy. Okay, so this guy is out of range. Okay, so he's only got attack 26 and defense 24. So he is vulnerable. Probably because the guy is back here. Yeah, he's just out of range. Actually, both these guys. This guy's out of range and this guy's both out of range. So there's a high possibility that we can kill them very easily. Albert is sitting here. He's on level 8. Do I want to give this one to Chris or do I want to give it to Albert? Actually, I might not be able to give it to Chris because I don't think I have any more of her units close by. Whose is this? This is Soon's. This is Albert's. That's Albert's. Or no, that's Jessica's. That's Albert. Alright, so let's just take this one. Okay, no. Take this one. Attack first. So always attack with the guy that's standing beside your commander because he's gonna take damage, and right? If he's already standing beside your commander, then it's easier to heal. So attack from that side first, and then pull this guy from your back line. Take out the weaker guy. Come on, a little bit more. Jerk. Jerk. All right, so let's move this guy back. And let's use somebody else to fill in the line. Let's use Soon's guy to fill in the line up here. So hopefully maybe he'll send another unit up there. Not holding my breath. Okay. Looks good. Let's take another one of Chris's horses. I want to move up. And that looks good. Alright. Do I need a heal? Let's use the heal from him. Let's see the Lord. He has extra spells. We can use those to conserve a little bit of time. Okay. Cool. Alright. Let's see. Nice to hear. Maybe some more Cho Ai Aniki streams. Yes, more muscle, that kind of stuff. Well, no, definitely. One of the things I'd love to do, but I don't know. I'm not even sure how I'd actually do it. But there is one game that exists. Oh, do I have it sitting there? I don't think it's sitting beside where it is. But in addition, okay, when we all talk about the Cho Ai Aniki game, you know, the two things that come right straight to mind are the you know, the PC Engine version, which is the you know, shooting type style, but they also made one on the PlayStation, okay, which is a similar type one to that, which is similar, but it's also different too. So, but those are the two ones that most people will think about. There is one other one which a lot of people don't know about, okay? Just because it's so obscure and really, well, really no one really knows about it because you know, not only is the game obscure, but the system that it's on is pretty obscure. So there is one that exists for the Bandai's Wonder Swan. Okay, there's a Cho Aniki card game. Okay. And that one is really interesting because it plays a lot like Yu-Gi-Oh. Okay, so you can exchange you can exchange blood for sweat, and do the old well, in like if you play it like Magic, you take you can take damage in order for you to gain power, for example, or mana, or whatever you want to call it. Okay, so it's one of those type of games, and so I've kind of deluged in it a little bit. Had Daisuke, no, actually, I didn't have Daisuke. I think I had Matt help me do a little bit of it, and and play a little bit of it. So I'm gonna have to, revisit. I'm gonna have to revisit the rules of how that game is played, because that's it's a little strange, that one, 100% for sure. Okay. All right. Let's see how my front line is shaping up. Okay. Well, it looks like they threw another fireball at me. That's very useful. Yes, thank you. I didn't need that. That's maybe first thing Chris should do is maybe throw a heal 1. Right about here. Yeah, should get everybody. Okay. Now, there's this guy right here. Is he? Yeah, so this guy's still out of range. So that means we can do additional damage to him. As long as I can find one of my guys that is in range. Soon can take care of him, yes. So let's move him forward. Knock him down to 5. Chris. Give her the kill here. This guy belongs to Albert, so let's retreat him and put him back. Chris, move forward. Take him out. Come on. Take him out. Thank you. Still level 9. She's almost there. Okay. And then the boss is sitting here, so we're not gonna do anything with him. Gotta wait until these 3 guys move up forward. And see this guy. See this monster is retreating back to this guy to hopefully get himself healed. And there's a bunch of other guys all sitting here waiting for this guy. Right. Okay. The master. Okay. Master one. Okay. So we're gonna leave him the way it is. These guys are, well, yeah, can't get a good angle on this guy. No, can't get a good angle on this one. I have to wait until these guys move up. And alright, so let's rest for that guy. He can rest to get his magic points back. And there we go. Jessica is fully rested, so it's fine. We can move on. Good. Maruda, wait! There is a Cho Niki on the Wonder Swan. Yeah, that's what that's what I was referring to. It's a kind of a Yu-Gi-Oh card type Aniki game. Okay. However, I did heard of this one before. Okay, well, it's unusual. Not many people know about that one, but yeah, none of the Wonder Swan reviews said that there was a Cho Niki game on the Wonder Swan. Yes, it's pretty obscure. Okay, it's definitely not mainstream. Actually, let me go over and while the computer's moving things, let me go to my shelf and let me just double check that. Well, that wasn't what exactly I was expecting, but well, what the heck? I pulled up something kind of cool and thought I brought it out and so you guys can have a quick little look at it. But before I show it here, let's put in the next set of moves here so that we can continue here. But because the computer's really slow. All right, so Layden is okay. Hold on. Back up here. Back up. Looks like I got some more fireballs up my butt here, so let's use Chris again to cast heal 1. Let's go right in the middle of the pack here like this. It is up, okay. Layden can move back. Alright. Let's do a two-way gang up on this one, okay? Let's see, who's this guy? This is Soons. So let's use this guy, swing over here, attack him with this guy, and then use another guy. Who's this one? This is Jessica. I should really kill this guy. Let's see who's in range first. Make sure. Okay, Soons is the only guy in range, so let's make sure you got one of Soons guys here. Soons, okay. Move him forward. Kill him! Oh, you useless. He's useless. Oh, well. Okay. Okay, so you can't kill it. Let's see. There's this guy right here. He's a 4. Chris should be able to take him out as long as I can get one of her horses up there to do it. So let's move this unit back here. Let's take a fresh unit. Smash him in. Come on, kill him. Yes. Come on, you're level 9. Do it. Come on. So annoying. Okay, so this guy's still there, so I'm gonna leave Albert the way it is. This guy is kind of weak, so maybe I should throw a heal 1 just to make sure that this guy will survive. And thing. Okay. So Warudo says, I need to find a ROM to emulate it or find a copy. I hope it's not only exclusive on Wonder Swan color system, since it would make it harder to obtain and play for me. Yeah, it's one of the, you know, I don't even know anyone who's really made like an emulator. I mean, you know, it's one of those things they probably made an emulator by now. You know, again, it's a pretty exclusive type system, but going on my a shelf of fun things. Ugly little, what the hell is that here? Yeah. Get little split that is. So yeah, so just going on to the archives of stuff. This is what the referring system is. This is a Wonder Swan color. You know what I'm gonna do right now? I'm gonna actually open it up because it's also a Bandai system, right? I'm gonna double check to see if I've actually left it in there. Because it's possible. Yes. Okay. So this is what the color Wonder Swan you know, sort of looks like, and you know, of all the things that's actually still sitting in the cartridge slot is the Cho Ai Aniki game for the Wonder Swan. It's actually still sitting there in there. I hope I'm not stupid enough to actually left the battery there. I hope I was intelligent enough to at least take the battery out before I put it in. Good. Okay, good. No battery in there. What do you say? I actually try to find a battery to put in this this adapter and actually boot the thing up. Okay. Well, okay. Another thing to do, maybe the next turn, right? I'll have to save that for the next part, okay? So, next turn. Alright. Let's get the next move in here. All right. So we got this guy hiding in the corner. I might be able to take him out with who's can reach the corner. Soon can reach the corner. Oh, great. Something tells me he's not going to be good enough to do. Okay. Soon can probably do it, but he probably couldn't do it alone. And there are none of Soon's archers are close by. The only guy is giving me this 9 unit. Okay, so what I'm gonna do with Jessica? Okay, Jessica, throw attack on Stone. See if he got a 10 unit. No, all his 10 units are way back there. Okay, so let's take the. Here's what we do. We'll take the 6 unit, pull him back. We'll take the 9 unit, and we'll attack with that with the attack spell. Yeah, okay, there you go. Yeah, no problem. That's an instant kill. Let's patch the hole in our front line here. Oh, Jessica's horses, that's fine. There's this guy sitting here. I can probably do a attack here, and that would allow Chris to roll in there and take him up. So let's see if I can. 2 horses from Chris? Let's try it. Do it. You. That was close. Actually, we'll do it this guy. Come on. Kill him. Kill him. Kill him. Yeah. Come on. She's level 9. So painful. She's level 9, man. She's okay. This guy's right there. She can reach it as long as she has a horse that she can reach it with. Does she have any units left? Oh my god, she doesn't have any units. She doesn't have any units left. She only has. So bad. So bad. Actually, she has one set of horses way back here. Okay, I kind of need that. So yeah, I don't think she has any more other horses than that. Okay, well, soon then. Soon can reach it. But I don't have an archer from Soon that is in range. Okay. Albert. Okay, Albert. We'll give it to you. Or not. You're useless. Not as useless as Soon, but you're useless. Okay. Then fine. Cast heal 1. Let's get these guys back up in strength. And let's see. Let's do Albert, for example. Let you move your troops back down a little bit. Pull some of them back down. Okay. We'll do that. Okay. So, like I promised, gonna go and see if we can find a double A, or is that a double A? Let's go to my box of batteries and see if we can grab a double A battery. Let's, you know, shove it into the back of this thing and let's see what it does, okay? Let's see how that one works. Okay. that. Slide the slot here. Oops. Wow. There you go. Too much reflection on the main screen here for you to see what the actual display is, but they probably make an adapter for this thing to. I actually know nothing about the what accessories and that kind of stuff. Oh, there you go. The Aniki train. See it? See if you can see that. Can you see that? No, it's not enough. There's too much reflection off the screen. And I don't even know if it actually has a, the ability to plug this into a computer or whatever, or monitor to pull it out. But yeah. So yes, again. So. Well, glad to see know that this thing still works after all these many years. So yes, there you go. So one of these days, I'm gonna, if I can get the emulator, or not the emulator, but get the adapter or something for this thing to hook it up. Definitely, we'll be able to do the Aniki games on the Wonder Swan. Okay. But that wasn't the main thing. I wanted to pull that out because I knew I had that on my shelf. Just need to pull that out and show you guys what that looks like. Kind of a cool thing. Okay, I'm gonna show you the next thing, but I'll do my move first before I show it. Okay, so try to get the moves in first. Okay. Alright, so those guys all moved in here. That's okay. Not quite where I want them, but that's alright. Oh yes, because this guy moved forward. Now, the damaged unit is back here, but the enhanced over here. So that doesn't help me. Really doesn't help me. We have a bunch of injured units here. Okay, so we got one unit right here on the corner. We can probably do a two-way attack on him. Alright, so he's standing beside Soon, so maybe if we get one of Soon's archers to take him down, and then I'll attack him on the side with this guy. So it's Jessica's. So let's not attack him with Jessica's unit. Let's attack him with one of Soon's units, if I can find one of Soon's units here. All this. Okay, we'll use this guy. Actually, that's Jessica's. Okay, listen. Alright, do some damage. Okay, he did a little bit. Chris doesn't have a functional horse yet. Otherwise, okay, you know what I can do? I can make a functional horse. Let's do it this way. That heal 1. Give me a heal 1 right in the heart of all this stuff. Bing. Okay. Let's get this guy out of the way. Let's throw him over here. And then use Chris. Move forward. Take him out. Come on. Take him out. Take him out. Yes. Yay! Haha. Okay. So. For all you wondering what happens now, Chris finally got enough experience points to finally get her class change. Okay, so this is for her the 3rd class change. So let's quickly go to our little cheat sheet of from the past here. Okay, so this is Daisuke's text file of the cheat sheet kind of thing, sort of a to help for those people who can't read the Japanese, for example, like me. Well, I can read a little bit. I can read a little bit, so I shouldn't say that. um, so let's go over the tips of what she did. So we look up on the line, Chris. She goes from cleric to bishop. Then her third class change will be archmage. And then if you go the route of the archmage, her fourth and hidden class change will be the princess. Okay, so there is two options that you see here. She can become an archmage, which is the top one, which basically gives her more magic user abilities, and then the bottom one here is a magic knight. So that this makes her more offensively stronger. If you're playing Langrisser or mobile, that's sort of like the Valkyrie option type of thing. Okay, where the archmage is more, which gives her the more well, I guess it's like the way that the Langrisser mobile is less healing, more magic attack. Okay, so the suggestion would be obviously to go archmage, which is the top one. So make her archmage. All right, so let's look at what she does now. Okay, so as an archmage, let's see, she now has attack 32, defense 19, so she's not very strong there in that respect. But what we want to see is here. Okay. So the big important one, Mateo or meteor. Okay, so now she can throw meteors down. So this is where, you even if you're playing Langrisser mobile, you never really think of Chris as having AOE spells and that kind of stuff. So to have her have meteor and not Jessica have meteor, that's pretty significant. Okay, again, she has a heal 1, she has silence, shield, and zone. So definitely as an archmage, yes, she gains the spell of meteor, which makes her pretty strong. 6 magic points for each time you cast one of those things. So lots of cooldown on that. Okay, so let's back on that. Okay. So, and let's see. So Jessica's up to level 3 already. She's a high priest, so if we get her up high enough, then she'll get her 4th class change too. So we'll work on that. All right. So meanwhile, this ant is all back here. I'm not going to kill off this ant yet. I can wait. In the meantime, up here. Let's see. Can we do a 2-way on this guy here? We may not have to. Well, Chris can definitely do it because she's got a much wider range. She just had no horses to do it with. Who's this? This is Jessica. Okay, where's Jessica standing? She's standing right there. Okay, she could probably do it. Yeah, she could probably do it. Take this one over here. Come on. Nope. Not quite. Not quite enough. So let's step up one of Soon's guys there. Let's turn off Albert's mode there. And let's turn on Soon, I guess is the next guy. Needs to defensively bring up some guys. Okay. I take Chris. Because Chris only has 1 horse somewhere. There it is. Horse. Maybe I can use it for something. Although Chris doesn't really need it anymore. See, she's on 24 magic points. Let's rest, and then she can get her magic points back. And Albert, let's heal him up. And oops, wrong menu. Oh, heal. There you go. Oops. Wrong. Okay, so the other thing I wanted to show you on this little thing here. So what do we got here? The Wonder Swan. Okay, Warudo. The Wonder Swan had some weird accessories. The Wonder Switch and the Flash, the fishing accessory comes to mind. Yes, would like to try to get a Wonder Switch and make some Wonder Swan games. Yeah, I mean, of all the weird sort of things that had the ability to do some some stuff to it. I don't know who makes too much in the way of like home brews and all kind of stuff like that. You know, I remember one of the things I did have was the PlayStation developers kit, and that was kind of cool. Never did anything with it. Never made any games or anything like that, but it's kind of neat that I had it. Right? Anyway, the other thing I wanted to quickly show you, since I got the Wonder Swan out, and seems quite apt actually, but this is a copy of the Langrisser Millennium game, okay, for the Wonder Swan, okay, classic, cartridge kind of game. Back here, okay, so there we go. So again, this game is designed for this mobile console, you notice the artwork's a little different. It's a little different. It's not Satoshi Ushira's work. But again, because it's designed for the hand kind of console, things look a little different. I mean, I think the concept of the game still plays much the same, but who knows? Maybe when the mobile version gets to that, who knows? They might start adding those extra versions on there too. Okay, so who knows? Future, we'll see. Okay, so let's quickly. Okay, let's see what our next phase here. We're approaching midnight. Okay, we're actually over midnight, and my stream is approaching 2 hours and about 2 minutes. So it's probably a good time to do this last kind of phase, and then I'll save it, and we'll have to continue the stream tomorrow, and I'll get this at a good. That's also a good time to stop too, because it's a good block of show and tell, as it were. Okay, so let's use him, and let's do a heal 1. Looks like I got some more AoE damage here. I gotta repair. They love throwing those things at me. Okay. So we got a really weak guy over here. We got another weak guy over here. The ant is out in the open, so we can pound him down. So let's see what we can do. Okay. Soon can probably take this guy out. So could Jessica, probably. So maybe. Okay, who we got here for mine here? We got Soon, and that was Jessica's. Okay. And we have Albert, and we have Albert. Okay. Let's do Albert first, and let's take out this guy. Let's see. Albert is sitting at Albert is sitting at level 8, so he's getting close. This is also Albert, so okay, he is in range. So let's take this guy and let's take out the 3. Come on! Come on! Oh, jerk! Okay. The ant guy is exposed. So maybe, let's see, what is the ant guy? The ant guy is a attack 30, defense 26. And 26. So he's pretty much the same as, 30 and 26. They're both pretty close. Even with the weapons they have, it's probably not strong enough to do it. So you know what I do? No, I'm just gonna get rid of him. Just get him out of there. So can't do anything with him, can't do anything. Okay, so we're gonna see if we can do something with these guys. There's a 2 sitting right there. Jessica can probably take him out as long as if he has something strong to take him out with. Albert's guy. Go back here. Okay. Jessica can take that out of the way. Who do we have here? Soon's, Albert's, Jessica's. There you go. Take him. All right. There's a 6 unit here. There's this Soon's. Okay, sure. Let's try it. Oh, geez, he almost got himself killed too. Okay, so there's 1 empty slot right here. Maybe I can. Who's that? Soon? Yeah, that's just in his range. So who do I got? Either that or I have to use Albert. Yeah, Albert's just in range too. So maybe where's Albert? There it is. Let's give it to Albert. Thank you. Albert is now at. Oops, wrong guy. Oh, sorry, standing right there. So he's now level 9. So again, he's in that same situation Chris is. I'm sure the next couple of kills, he should be able to get that level up that I need him to get. So let's keep an eye on that. And oh yes, the next wave of nasties are starting to come at us. So that gives us time to rebuild the wall up again, and keep up that defensive line. Chris, the horse. So let's move her up here. Let's see. Soon's horses are moving forward, so we bring them up. Start replacing some of the guys that go down, and all right, that should be it. Let's just have a rest there. Chris needs to have a rest to make sure he gets some more magic points back. Good. 2 more magic points. That's always good. Jessica's at 46. So, rest them up. And I think that's it. Perfect. Enter. Okay, so thank you again for those people that joined on the stream today. Thank you, Chad. Thank you, Warudo. Nancy, thank you for showing up and putting your 2 cents in. Yes, Senpai actually mentioned you. Thank you again. Yeah. So again, this is quite a bit of fun. A little bit of show and tell. Some cool things. Again, in archives. Always like always like that. Oh, Warudo put the message. I'm not joking, they just released a dev kit called the Wonder Witch, and it was available to the public. They had around 3 contests in which the first place winner would get their games released. Some examples are Judgment, Silver Sword, and Dicing Knight. Really good games. Oh, okay, there we go. See, it's one of those systems where I think I was reading like a new type magazine, okay, and they had the ad for it, and I was thinking, oh, this is like a the Aniki game. So I'm looking at going, what, Wonder Swan? Okay, well, I've never heard of a Wonder Swan, so again, I had to look it up, and it's like, okay, it's a little Game Boy sort of type of thing. So again, going to Yahoo auctions and that stuff, and so I managed to find one and get one in, so that I can get the that, and of course get the Aniki game for the Wonder Swan. So that's how I got this the whole console or that the system for that, and that's pretty well much the only game I got it for at the time. Then I found out that they released Langrisser Millennium afterwards. And so I said, okay, well, if I got another one, then sure, I'll order that game as well and get that in, so that I have so pretty well much those are the 2 key games that I've got for that particular for that particular system. almost exclusively. But that's okay, because I don't think there was really that much they made for the Wonder Swan out of that. So maybe that's a cool way they had the actual dev kit. Okay, so again, tomorrow's gonna be a light day for me. I'm gonna be definitely running around, for sure. Okay, and yes, you're right. Yes, you're absolutely right, Spoder. The Langrisser Millennium game is one of the main games on it. That's this is a game right here, Langrisser Millennium, so it's definitely one of the play hits for that one for sure. Vic rules. Okay, yeah. It's a message on the YouTube. My YouTube image went down, so I might have answered you kind of late there, Vic. But does terrain affect the battle at all? Yes. The terrain effects are in this game as well. Just so I can just show you here, so because I have it here, so you can tell right on the bottom left-hand corner. It tells you the percentage the modifiers for the hex you're on. So most hexes, for example, here are like 10%. On lava rock here, there's some clear spots, like here, for example. That's there's no modifier on that. And then of course there's some rougher regions. I don't think I find a mountain hex here. I don't think they have such as a mountain hex inside the. There's 10% modifier here with the rocks and that kind of stuff within the cave. Even the hidden chest is that way. So, yeah, but yeah, because I'm in a cave, yeah, it looks like all I have is either a clear spot like that, or a rocky hex. Even some of the lava hexes are also non-modifiable, but I think they make it so that you can't actually step in them anyway. So I think those are, I think they're blocked out. Okay, but terrain does matter. Because there's a modifier. But again, the combat the system is a little bit more simple in terms of it doesn't have a lot of other factors and modifiers, magic weapons and that kind of stuff. Changing the totals too much. I mean, this version of the game, you do get to carry one item. Okay, so there's a slight, but there's a single modifier. But I mean, obviously, when you play the mobile version, you get to carry 4 items, and those 4 items can do individual modifications to your combat stats. So it's a lot more fuller in that respect. Okay, hope that answers your question there, Vic. All right, so the stream is now over 2 hours, so this will be a good spot to save the game and put the stream in there. So good, a little bit of a show and tell today. A little bit of a classic subtitling system, equipment. So I'm going to use that in my history of fan anime. So I'm going to put that together next. Well, probably not the next episode, but the next the next week's episode after that. Put that in there so that you can have a closer look at it, give you some more tech kind of stuff with it. Hope not to bore you too much with the tech, but I think a lot of people are sort of really interested in the tech because then they can compare what they have or what they know currently against what ancient tech was back then, and so it'll help out a little bit, I guess. Okay. So again, thank you for joining me for the stream today. That was it's quite interesting interaction. That's good. That's really nice to see that. While Rudu writes, last little moment. I remember some good Wonder Swan games, or Gunplay and Kanoa. I can't remember that game. There's a Final Fantasy port, a Guilty Gear game. Yes, I remember that. I think there was a funny kind of version of Guilty. It's not like a fighting game version of Guilty Gear, if I remember, but it was something like that. Yeah. they were also well known for, if I remember right, they made some of those like Gundam you know, like a Super Robot War type of games, where you get to do missions, and you use big robots like like Gundams and that kind of stuff. I remember they have a bunch of those type of things too, if I remember right. They made a Romancing Saga, yeah, they made quite a few of those type of games for that that kind of RPG-ish. I think they even have a cosmic. I don't know. I don't think Cosmic Fantasy was one of them, but like something like that. It things like East and that kind of stuff, because that was Falcom that made that one. But Bandit House, they had some for that. Definitely something a classic system that again, for a lot of people actually falls in the forgotten era, as it were. But I was shocked with all the games that are on this. Yeah, so that's it. It's one of those episodes that it was actually surprising how much it actually came out. But again, consider, because it was partnered up with with Bandai, so they had a pretty strong wing of stuff behind them in some respects, for sure. Okay, so I'm gonna wrap this up. Again, thank you again for joining us and having a nice little chat today. That's really good, and lots of show and tell. And again, so have a good evening, and have a good day tomorrow. And then just come back and join me tomorrow night, and we'll continue more on this level, and we can continue our discussion about other topics and other classic stuff. Maybe tomorrow I'll see if I can pull together all the parts of that PlayStation Developers Kit, and I'll pull that out. See all the stuff that was in that thing, because for one thing, for sure, never used that thing. I had it, but never used it. Put that in the category of things that you probably never ever did with with one of those with one of those systems or one of those things or accessories or whatever you got, that never ever bothered booting it up on the system or did nothing with. Okay, that's definitely in that category. But it was great, yeah. Yes, what would I actually do have a PS Dev Kit and all. Oh no, okay. I won't do it now because we're at the right time. But join us tomorrow. Join me back tomorrow, and then we'll. I know I have parts of it right over here, so I'm gonna, have to go out to the archive there, and I'll gather it together, and we'll, maybe I'll bring it out front, and we'll kind of unbox it and show it to you, and then see what the, kind of all the things that sort of came with. I don't have a PlayStation 1 here, a PlayStation 2 hooked up, but you can always boot it up and brush up on your Linux and see if we can write something and do something with it, right? Okay, so guys, have a good night, have a good rest, and then yes, we can do this all again tomorrow. All right. So thank you again. Oh, thank you, Vic Rules, for joining us. Thank you, and thank you, Warudo. Thank you, Chad. Nancy, if you're still there, thank you. And see you guys tomorrow. Till then, see you again. Have a good night.